fast and to pray and to change ourselves from the inside out, we now look towards the cross in a different way in this mid-Lenten journey as that which will strengthen us and keep us up and keep us supported in our struggle. So these flowers, the jonquil flowers, as I say every year, and I may have been repeating myself now for the past 10 years, but I think there's new children who have come in and new people to the community through the years. But the jonquil flower is one of the hardiest flowers. It doesn't have a typical stem. And one of the nice things about this flower is it grows everywhere. It grows in places we don't necessarily plant it. It grows on the side of the road. And it does one particular thing that keeps it alive that helps us to remember how we're supposed to be during this Lenten journey. And what it does is, if you look at the stem of it, these are cut pretty short, but the stem is normally pretty long. And it gets thicker as it goes towards the base. And if you squeeze it like this, you can see that there's water coming out of the stem. So it holds it in reserve. Now, anything that grows in a desolate place, as you know, even cacti, as they grow in the deserts, they store up water inside. And if you were ever struggling in a desert and you had nothing to drink, you could always break a cactus open and drink the water from the inside of the cactus. Not that any of us are going to be in that situation, but the cactus, again, has that tough exterior so that it's prevented from being eaten by animals, but yet it protects itself and it stores within itself that which nourishes it in severe droughts. So likewise, in our lives, we have to use the sacraments of the church, participate in the sacraments of the church, use the life of the church to build up within us the water of life, the sustenance that we need in times of our own drought, of difficulties in our lives, and our own personal problems and our setbacks. We have to store up within ourselves that which will nourish us in times of drought. So as you have your flower today, you will all receive a flower, and you'll be able to venerate the cross as you receive the flower. If your flower isn't open, don't worry, because it'll open tomorrow. It will open. And if it doesn't open, you can come back and get a refund. But they open. So sometimes we think that, oh, I got ripped off because it's closed. Yours will open tomorrow. And as we see with all our lives, sometimes we're ready for things and sometimes we're not. So it's not by design that I'll give you a closed flower or open flower, but just to know that if you put it in water, mark where the water is in the cup, and when you put it in, and if you have children in the house, get a little plastic clear cup or something and put a mark on the side and put the flower in it, and watch how fast the water goes up inside and stays inside. And your kids will be amazed at this special trait of this flower. So may God strengthen you throughout this Lenten journey. And to remember, too, that this coming Friday is our Lenten retreat. It's for everyone. It's not just for the youth. It's not just for a particular demographic. It's for everyone. How the service, the evening will work is 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. We will have a Lenten dinner for everyone, so you don't have to cook dinner that night. From 5 to 6 we have dinner. From 6 to 8 we will have our sessions. You'll get information on how the sessions are broken up. And then from 8 to 9 o'clock we will have the salutation service. Just a note too for the services. This Friday we will have the salutations at 8 o'clock after the Lenten retreat. But the other service the following Friday will be at 7 o'clock, and all the evening services will start at 7 instead of 6 and instead of 8. They're all going to be 7 o'clock. So just make note of that, so that tomorrow the Compline service will start at 7 and not 6, but this Friday will be at 8 o'clock. So you can follow your bulletin. If the bulletin's got a mistake in it, please let the office know, but it should be okay. The other thing, too, is if you are interested in attending the retreat, you need to contact the office just so that we can have enough supplies for you. There's no cost for the retreat, so it's not gonna cost you anything. It's just come, but don't come last second so that we don't have enough food or we don't have enough materials. Just call the office and say how many are coming and what age they're going to be. If you're an adult, say you're an adult. If you're a child, please let us know the grade that they are in school so that we can properly prepare for everyone that night. I pray that you have a blessed week. May God strengthen you and guide you throughout this Lenten journey, and may your flower bloom at home and be an example for you to store up within yourselves treasures where moth and rust do not consume.